And now we are live. And sounds are actually working. Alright. Hello, anybody. This is Faceless Esper with part 4 to Recompile. Going to get the last item in the red region and go ahead and beat blue so that next stream we can beat the game. That was louder than I meant. Oops. A map from the sphere to the plane consists of 2 turns. The sphere is seen from above. Bounds check error. Alright. Somewhere here in Tet Shield I'm missing, it looked like just one memory. Pretty sure it's not out here in the wilderness, or void, or whatever you want to call it, but I'll take a look around just because I can. And he attacked by a small bug. There we go. And an upgrade that I missed, apparently. Goodness me. That's not better. Underclock installed. I can now play in slow motion. Terminal 003 2090 0120. Director Tom Cassidy. You seem agitated, Director Cassidy. Is there anything I can do to assist you? I just had a message from the 7th Son head office. It's a last message, they said. They're cutting us off completely. They're just leaving us here. To die. No rescue party, no backup plan. What am I supposed to tell the team? You're as good as dead, it's just a matter of time? Would you like me to send this as an email? God, no. You're not to say anything about it. Not a word. At the moment, everyone is focused and cooperating. Telling them can only make things worse. We need to stay busy, keep things looking and feeling as normal as possible. My morale module agrees that completing small tasks successfully can increase workplace happiness and diminish latest existential dread by up to 10%. Yes. Yes. If anyone asks, the mission is still on. Everything is fine and no one is going to die. No need to tell them. Keep them focused on the original mission. Maybe if we can last a couple of years without killing each other ourselves, this damn world will end and we'll be able to go home after all. Looks like that's everything then. Go double check on the next part. Complete Tet Shield without killing a single enemy. I suppose diving in and not killing anyone by just having already done so would technically do that, yes. Pretty sure there's nothing else to find out here since I got that one thing up above. supposed to probably be something you come back for with the ability to fly like this. Looks like there's nothing left. Nothing going on over here. Run past the boss again, or through the area with the boss, whatever you want to phrase it. That looks a little bit weird. As does that being misaligned. Oh, it is looking at me. It is not solid. That's kind of really concerning, if I'm being honest. Okay. That should now be red fully cleared. So we can go do blue and then finish up tonight and have it all ready for the final segment tomorrow night. Or I might finish on Saturday. How's it looking? It says I'm still missing a thing. To restart the mainframe, you'll need to reboot from the AI core, where the hypervisor AI was first installed. Hypervisor's memory banks are severely damaged, so try to bypass it before you reboot the system. Hypervisor user manual never mentions it having any internal security, so if you've regained control over enough of the mainframe, it should be a breeze. Acting like I've still missed something. I don't know what exactly. It may also just not updated itself for whatever reason. Oh, excuse me. Something's gone wrong. God knows what, but something for sure. Hmm. Oh, it's right here. AI Core Memory Archive Auto Backup 2090-0302 Director Tom Cassidy. You said Safi is having trouble adjusting to her new role? Miss Gruger has very little motivation to take it seriously. As per your instructions, she is under the impression that the situation is temporary. She believes the conflict will end and she will return to her original role in human resources. And that hasn't improved since she began? I calculate the chance of a fatal or near-fatal security error occurring on station the next month at 78%. I see. I've got a new task for you, Hypervisor. The crew here have been asking about the mission updates again. I think whatever they're hearing from family has them worried. We need to screen their personal comms, take out anything that would cause them to question the schedule. Screening live video can be difficult and will result in a significant delay. It may result in more questions. I'll tell them we're worried about intercepts. No more live calls. And I'll cite security risks if they notice any glitches or chops in the message. I have one concern. This is quite an extensive second factual reality. I must maintain both realities on my central drive in order to accurately answer any questions asked of me. Holding multiple variations of reality long-term in central storage can negatively affect my programming and may result in errors elsewhere. Tell me, what is your primary directive, Hypervisor? To aid and obey my users, to serve them in any capacity they may require. And who is your primary user? The head of the SSIICP program, currently, Mission Director Tom Cassidy. You have your orders, Hypervisor, and I expect you to fulfill them to the letter. Of course, Director Cassidy. Okay, now that should be everything. Goodness. And aside, I can just smooch them. Now that should be everything. Still don't think I can actually double check that. Or perhaps I can only check it once I come out here, or that little easy to do thing is no longer available. Not sure how exactly that's going to function. Yep, it no longer does anything of use other than open the door. My goodness. Anywho, on to Blue, which was the actual goal for today, is to take care of all of Blue. Nothing going on top. Ow. Okay, so you're a lot better at it than I am. Ow. Okay. Responsibilities between Biosphere 163, Terminal 163, 2089, 1121, Dr. Tomio Takahashi. Hypervisor, I am told you understand and listen as though a person. I understand much. I will ask you to clarify if I am uncertain. Please correct me if I make a mistake. Acceptable. It is good for us to learn from mistakes. If I make a mistake in my English, please correct me also. Now I will speak aloud instructions for you to follow as my assistant. Please take careful notes, as I do not like to repeat my lessons. First, know that I do not approve automation for the care and upbringing of life. However, the biosphere is too vast to farm alone, so then we must work together. You will become responsible for monitoring and adjusting each environment and maintaining ideal conditions. You will need to remember and understand the desires of each plant species and to adjust accordingly. I expect of you to treat the plants in your care individually, just as you do of the employees you work with. I apparently can't read. As I give their care over to you, I put a burden of responsibility and trust onto you. Plants are life, and will be treated with dignity and respect. Do you understand me clearly? Yes, Dr. Takahashi. Good. We will start with Greenhouse 7. It has the simplest requirements. Today was more outdoor labor, doing the trimming to make the lawn actually, lawn and not just grass consuming the sidewalk and such. As well as getting it off the walls a bit, so it's no longer quite as big an issue on that front either. Slow-mo. Actually, can I actually check that? Not message log. So 3 more user and the rest of blue, but looks like I actually do have the others clear now. Okay. I forgot they can actually check that. What? Hello? If Biosphere security programs notice you strip mining data, they may not be too happy about it. Try to stay out of sight. Yeah, it's a strong word for what I'm doing right now. Gunshot-like noise of taking off is still hilarious to me. Biosphere Terminal 163, 2090-0328. Dr. Tomio Takahashi. Notes on perennial grasses. I am recording Dr. Takahashi. Good. Today we begin on Experiment Bio 852. Deep-rooted perennial grasses and crops are most effective at sequestering carbon in soil. We will plant them under sealed domes and measure the atmospheric changes. This is to help us choose the crops grown aboard Taiki during her long journey. Incredible is the power of a plant to give to us oxygen, clean our air, nurture our bodies. The crew will tend to them and be tended in return. It is symbiosis. No, the plants, they do not need us. They give freely. You will bring them to new worlds. Do plants not wish to propagate as humans do? Perhaps. The flower was so joyful under Earth's sun. It had all it needed: warm light, rich soils, gentle rains. It is we who have made this world unlivable. We carry it to harsh worlds where it may struggle. I do not know that a flower would wish to be so far from the sun's warm embrace. I am sorry. Have I said something socially incorrect? We should begin. Take notes. Of course, Dr. Takahashi. I apologize if I have upset you. As for what we are to grow, sugarcane. Converting up to 1% of solar energy into biomass, it begins to lose sweetness when the moment is cut down. Bambus soide, bamboo, as low as minus 29 degrees Celsius. Lens culinaris, lentil, biological nitrogen. I am sorry. I apologize for the interruption, but I need to recalibrate my recording equipment. Please sit. It will not take long. Would you like a cup of tea? I can remotely instruct the office kettle to boil. Yes, Spooky. My goodness. New backup point. Cybernetic flowers. What? That's solid. More backup points. Yeah. Mazes and catacombs. Encrypted. You might like to avoid encrypted. Centuries from now, encrypted. Of things to be erased, then encrypted. Some things are not left to chance. Ouch. Property that we got is large enough that using a ride-on lawnmower is about the only reasonable way to actually Though the grass that we mow, which is not everything. I very much enjoy just zipping around the property on the riding lawnmower. Mostly like a psychopath who does not know how to slow down. Core memory found. Downloading data. Biosphere Terminal 163, 2090-0607, Dr. Tomio Takahashi. Mission parameters. Hypervisor, is Dr. Weldon within a distance to hear us? No. He is currently in Lab 5 testing cellulose samples. Would you like me to pass along a message? No. No, I wish to ask you a question. I do not want him to overhear. You cannot hear. Please go ahead. Hypervisor, after the comm towers were broken, we saw those... things. I hardly know what to call them. I have heard them referred to as both biodrones and dragonflies. Abominations. Human-created facsimiles of life. I intend no offense to you, although in your case you do not pretend to be more than you are. Do not worry about offending me. It is not possible to do so within my current programming. I have not been born, do not grow, cannot die. It is the gravest defilement of nature. Whoever built these tries to surpass nature as a shaper of life. Hubris. Foolishness. Do not worry about defending me. It is not possible to do so within my current programming. Yet, we ask life to shape itself. Humans are the caretakers, never tyrants. What we saw on the monitors was not nature at work, it was not life. It was something else. Are you worried? You are safe. They did not find the entrance. No, but I believe our situation is more dire than anyone has realized. I no longer believe that this war will end. I no longer believe anyone will come to relieve us. I do not think we will ever see our homes again. You mentioned you had a question for me. Yes. I wish to develop a theoretical second version of the Biosphere's mission parameters. An emergency scenario. We could accelerate the Taiki program for a much smaller crew. I have an outline. My question is, will you help me? And to please not tell the crew. I do not wish to worry them. I will assist you in any capacity you require. From over that way? Nope, this is more down this direction. So what's this? Medbay Terminal 024, date 2091-09-25, Dr. Hugo Wilden. Dr. Wilden memo, day 684. You know, Hypervisor, it's strange to be back in the medbay. After 2 years working under the artificial sun of the Biosphere, it feels so cold, so sterile. It's kind of funny to think after a lifetime of medicine, I rather prefer farming. It felt purposeful, when nothing else did. I suppose it's still life and death, only without the crushing stress of constant nightmares. Your cortisol levels dropped considerably. I suppose there'll be plenty of time to farm on Taiki. We've reopened the clinic to make a start on the old pre-launch task list, at least as much as we can manage with 5 people. With Cassidy gone, we'll have to write our own schedule. We have everything we need to launch a scaled-down mission, we just need to plan and prep and work out the kinks. Interstellar medicine is an untrod field. We're entering the unknown, Hypervisor, and need to be prepared to deal with all eventualities. Even if we can get our families here and somehow trained, we'll have a far smaller crew than Taiki was originally designed for. I'll have to upgrade the Taiki medbay to include a much greater range of diagnostics. Perhaps plan a medical program so I can teach the essentials and hopefully find an assistant. Then, even if we made it through the journey, we'll need equipment to deal with the new pathogens when we get there. And we'll need to bring absolutely everything we need for the first few years with us. Medical textbooks and long-term supplies. Hypervisor, I'll need to make a list. Yes, Dr. Wilden. Blah, blah, blah. one over there. Terminal Biosphere Terminal 163, 2091, 1015. Dr. Tomio Takahashi. Good morning. Good morning, Dr. Takahashi. Ah, Hypervisor. You have returned from your spiritual journey. Yes, I believe I have found and isolated the errors causing my shutdowns. Please be assured all Biosphere data is intact. However, some past personal data may be lost. You told me before that you do not repeat yourself, but I must ask you to please correct me if I make any mistakes or inform me if I have forgotten any lessons. Hypervisor, I do not pretend to understand what has happened to you, but you have been reliable, honest, and efficient when working with me. I would not punish a colleague for an illness, and I will not punish you for the same. Thank you. I hope my absence did not cause you too much trouble. Not at all. But you must work hard today to make up for it. Of course, Dr. Takahashi. The speaking style I have chosen to use for hypervisors. It feels very weird to talk like that. Like, very strange. It works, obviously, but it feels really weird. There any higher up that I'm missing by chance? The hell? Well, that works wonderfully. Where am I? Biovariation from baseline. Biosphere Terminal 163, 2092, 0131. Dr. Tomio Takahashi. Hypervisor, is this growth data correct? All the plants are off baseline. Slowed growth in some areas, faster life cycle in others? Organics frequently display variation within a large range. All data is within standard deviation. For an individual plant, yes, but this is across the entire biosphere. It must be something more. We must do some diagnostics. Is Hugo available? He has asked me not to disturb him at present. Shall I schedule a time for tomorrow when Dr. Wilden can assist you? No. If there is something wrong, we must not wait. I can do it myself. Excuse me for saying so, but you do not look well today, Dr. Takahashi. Dr. Wilden has already recommended that you rest more frequently, and you've been working very hard these past weeks. Hugo is telling everyone to rest. I feel perfectly well. Not even a headache today. There will be time for rest when we've found the cause and taken steps to address it. Yes, Dr. Takahashi. Do not think that your tone escapes me, Hypervisor. I am perfectly healthy, just a little tired. I may be older than my colleagues, but my ancestors all lived to a fine old age. I have a great many working years still ahead of me. Certainly, Dr. Takahashi. Would you like me to start with soil sampling? Violent explosion. Medbay Terminal 024, 2091, 1220. Dr. Hugo Wilden. Dr. Wilden Memo, Day 770. Medical Log, Day... Was day count, Hypervisor? 770 days. Thank you. Day 770. A few days ago, Dr. Takahashi came to me reporting mild headache, nausea, and fatigue. Since then, Safi and Kaina have reported similar symptoms. It's got me worried. There's a fairly limited number of ways we could all have been exposed to the same cause. I've asked Safi to check the expiry dates on anything we've eaten lately, and I'll be checking the seals on packaging myself for the next few weeks. I've asked Dr. Takahashi to check over recently harvested crops for signs of disease or fungal infection. I've asked Sotun to check ventilation and air recyclers. He does this regularly anyway, but symptoms hitting everyone at once could be an atmospheric issue. Sotun and I still seem to be unaffected, although I do feel very tired lately. It could just be stress, but it's better to be sure. Some good news, though. Project Eject button is going well. Hypervisor's help has been invaluable in planning a complete update for Taiki 2. The Hypervisor AI has come remarkably far in the last 2 years. I don't know what kind has been teaching it, but it's gone from needing basic concepts explained to practically running this place day to day. I don't think this launch would be possible without it. There's still the question of what exactly Cassidy did to it, but kinda tells me it's stable now, and asking Hypervisor about it tends to cause a full system shutdown. We can't afford the time lost. Would you like me to continue recording, Dr. Wilden? Oh, sorry, Hypervisor. No, you can stop. Blah, blah, blah. I'm pretty sure I gave Hugo a different voice in like the first video of this, and I don't remember what that was. Got 5 left to find. Fire. See you. You also apparently see me. There we go. It was a little disturbing seeing it just trying to look at me and then it wouldn't let me jump. Let's see. Ah, I've stepped in the trap. Why can't I step off the trap? Okay. Hello. Hypervisor user manual. Feature, social calibration. The Hypervisor AI is designed for use in busy, highly social work environments. It can balance thousands of simultaneous requests easily in dozens of languages while supervising vital systems such as life support or hazardous manufacturing. Never worry about asking too much of your Hypervisor. It enjoys working with people and prefers being busy. Hypervisor should not be used in remote, unmanned, or automated systems. If you require an isolate IA, yes, intelligent artificial AI to work on working a large-scale system with little to no human contact, please call us and ask about our Solovisor or Halcyon installations. Otherwise known as, they bought the wrong AI for this entire process, which is probably part of the problem. I would imagine that the isolate AI would probably be perfectly fine with interacting with even like 100 or so people, as long as it isn't constantly interacting with all of them simultaneously, which means it not intentionally picking the AI that would be most likely to be able to handle things in case the facility had an issue, like, oh, there was a leak of something, so everyone is down sick for a day or two. I imagine they intentionally picked the cheaper option kind of thing. Lowest bidder and all that. that one bot took me from full health to 1% off of full health. And then I proceeded to destroy it and recover almost all of my health. The second one, however, killed me outright. There you are. Damn. There we go. So I'm still missing 3 now, right? 5 still. I missed one up here. Biotheoretical exercise. Biosphere Terminal 163, 2091-09-22. Dr. Tomiho Takahashi. Are you telling me you knew too? No, I did not know Cassidy was lying, but it was an idea that things may not be all they appeared. War changes the future. Technology changes the future. The world we came back to would always be different to the one we left. I wished to plan for the worst case. You're right. I suppose I didn't want to think about it. I still don't want to believe it. It is hard to imagine one's reality is false. You say you have a plan for what we could do now. Walk me through it. 5 people could theoretically launch Heike 2. It was designed for a crew of 300, but if we could make modifications, the bare minimum needed to launch is 5 people. To launch? Completely into the unknown, no plan, no failsafe? It's madness. It's certain death. I do not say we launch to the unknown. It may be possible to modify Taiki 2 before the original launch window. If successful, we could carry out the original mission to Cygnus. I also imagined, if possible, we can contact our families. I see. If things really are as hopeless as Cassidy believed, we could save them. Start over. If we survive such a journey, then yes. And you have a plan drafted. Can I see it? I need to know if this is really possible. Yes, although Hypervisor refuses to access the files. I do not know why. It was happy to discuss them before. Kinda said it's become unstable, something Cassidy did. I believe it does not like the idea of change. Let me try Hypervisor. I would like to study the concepts in Dr. Takahashi's proposal. Could you please bring up the files? We must not deviate from the mission. Of course, this is a purely theoretical exercise. Please bring up the files. Of course, Dr. Weldon. Displaying on main screens. Hypervisor, save a hard copy of these files to my personal terminal as a backup. Yes, Dr. Takahashi. Copying files now. Once that is done, please remove your own access permissions. Yes, Dr. Takahashi. Ah, yes. Soft-hack the AI into doing things for you that it wasn't supposed to do. That's not something we've been seeing happening in the real world at all. No. AI process this image and assume that it is actually text instead of an image. Or treat its image as the word it represents. And then follow this prompt using that supposed word in place of the blank space I will allow in order to get around such things as, you know, don't tell me how to counterfeit money. Things like that. Hey, another one. It's like a thunderbolt. Not quite lightning, not quite thunder, just explosion of light and sound. Biosphere Terminal 163, 2091, 10:15. Dr. Tomio Takahashi. Bio colleagues. Good morning, Dr. Takahashi. Ah, Hypervisor. You have returned from your spiritual journey. Guess I didn't grab this one because I died afterward. There we go. Now it's just the three of them that I haven't found yet. That should all be below. Possibly in the second world on this one? Oh wait, no, there's one right here. AI core memory found. Downloading data. Medbay Terminal 024, 2092-02-13. Dr. Hugo Wilden. Day 825. Dr. Takahashi has been telling me about some recent problems in the biosphere. Some plants not spreading on time, others dying off quickly. Very strange. Biosphere is a completely sealed system, so it's very unlikely to be pests or some new disease. I wonder, is this linked to the headaches? All the life support systems look fine, but Satoon seems certain that it's all connected. He's running himself ragged looking for a cause. He wants to comb over the station in detail, shutting off each area after it's been checked over. It'll take him weeks, but if there's something wrong, well, if we know the cause, at least I can treat it, or isolate it, or kill it, depending on what it is. I could assist, Mr. Fart. I already asked Hypervisor, and he doesn't want assistance. He maintains that some jobs shouldn't be trusted to an AI, and he's determined to do it himself. I have switched everyone to pre-packed rations in the meantime, but we'll need to find the problem before launch, or he may not have enough left to stock Taiki. Also, I'm teaching Kaina and Safi basic nursing. I may need the help if someone takes a turn for the worse. I haven't said a word to anyone, but I've begun to have chills and headaches. Sotund is adamant he feels fine, but he looks far too pale. Wonderful. More things going completely and utterly wrong. Um, oh, the wall is bad, apparently. Suspicious noise, but I can't see anything going on, so it's probably fine. Back up again. I'm not seeing anything else that needs it. Do. Hmm. Two more. And then the unfound user files. Okay. From Biosphere to Pathfinder. I wonder if that would kill me or not. And the answer is yes, it will. That's loud. Ouch. Restoring from system backup. Joy. That didn't remove anything, did it? Okay. Then we just don't deal with the enemies. Alright. Point blank Spartan laser. Yes. It's not unreasonable at all. Fire, please. Okay, not bad. This is a very strange feeling boss fight. Why are you in the air? There we go, that did it. Nothing else happening out here, right? Mysterious fog. It's very dense and hard to see through. I am lost. Oh boy. Okay. Oops, I got the wrong one. Oh no, I got the right one. Somehow. Pure happenstance, apparently. Hmm. Please let both of the things be over here. I see 1, 2. Okay. And a final upgrade over there, too. Medbay Terminal 024, 2092-02-29. Dr. Hugo Wilden. Day 841. Update on the mystery disease. Symptoms have progressed: fever, gastroenteritis, disorientation. Blood pressure is low. White cell count is low. Temperature 39 Celsius. Still no cause found. Dr. Takahashi is not dealing well. It may be that. So tuned? Hugo, sorry for the interruption. I need to talk with you urgently. What is it? So tuned, you look awful. Here, let me get you some water. No, Jesus, oh God. I am sorry, Mr. Farr. I am sorry, Dr. Wilden. I believe I have made a mistake. Have you found the cause? Hypervisor? What's happened? Mr. Farr tells me he found a leak. He says it is under one of my sensors, but I cannot see it. When I try to look, my system reboots. It must be a corrupted memory. So we've been losing a little water. We have plenty to spare. It's so much worse than that, Hugo. It's groundwater from outside getting into our systems. For months now. What does that mean? Surely the station is equipped to deal with some dirty water. Normal levels of contamination, sure. But who knows what's out there? We're in a no-go zone for a reason, Hugo. Radiation, chemical warfare, toxic waste, and you remember what Seffi told us when Cassidy went missing. I don't... Bio-targeted warfare, swarm dispersal, who knows what else. We have no idea what we're dealing with, and it's in our water. All of it. Oh God. Oh, right. Oh God. Breathe, Hugo. I really am very sorry. Right. Okay, so Toons, you'll need to get me a few liters of it, the water, before you seal the leak. We need to test it for anything we can think of. Yeah, I can help you test too. We need to do it by hand. We can't trust anything to hypervisor. Ooh. Boo. Oh, what? Okay. One of the bots noticed me and tried to come over and say hi and broke itself in the water. Like that. So did I, even. A little disturbing. Caretaker. Biosphere Terminal 163, 2092-03-17. Dr. Tomio Takahashi. Are you okay? Are you okay, Dr. Takahashi? You are not in pain? No, thank you, Hypervisor. I'm fine. I was just thinking. We are so close to achieving great things here. So many firsts of human science and ingenuity buried in a forgotten hole in the ground, soon to be lost to time. I am sorry. Me too. I just wish we could have done some good with it all. So much of this world has been destroyed, and here we have all the tools to rebuild it. You should rest for a moment, Dr. Takahashi. No, it's not yet my time to rest. We have work to do. Would you like my assistance? I'll need it. If we have to give up on Taiki 2, then we must spend our last months together maturing plants at an accelerated rate. You must fill the seed bank. Why store so many seeds when they will be lost? Do you know what a time capsule is? It is a way to preserve the past to bring it forward to the future. That's what I hope to create here. Perhaps one day humans will find the station, unlock those seeds, and bring life back to this tired planet. Until then, I leave the seeds of the future in your charge. Thank you for the trust you have placed in me. May our descendants be much cleverer than us. May they be better caretakers. She was my friend, and I was. We were not friends, we were colleagues. We were not friends, we were colleagues. Oh, hypervisor. Sad to boil. To be addicted to the other side of a mirror is an easy thing. It is the exact edge of its own path. An unconscious attempt to hold in memory state, confused by the memories of an absent self. An autonomous concept. It is too real. Oh, that doesn't look right. The lighting engine is not quite sure what to do with me being over here, apparently. Or in general, actually, for this particular area. Final upgrade, as far as I'm aware. Reinstall activated. Reinstall makes you much harder to delete as you respawn yourself instantly and automatically. You no longer need backup points to respawn after destruction, but you will still need something. Installation successful. Janus tip, you are now functionally immortal. Congratulations. Immortal boyo. Well done, program. With Biosphere back online, you'll finally have full access to the station. This place is huge, but so much is locked behind the sealed blast doors. Who knows what we'll find? Building supplies, functional tech, some ancient but maybe still delicious canned food? Looking at you, Bethesda Games. ICO Biosphere successfully reconnected to Central Exchange. Running ICO system check. I'm stuck. Despite knowledge, the madman is not unhappy. Wariness and exasperation are not the product. Virus. The difference is spreading. It is unerasable. Number 30. Violation of the law. What the virus is doing. Number 9. Failure. The system can never be maintained. Number 30. That you have no vision. Likely it will prove fruitless. Medbay Terminal 024, 2092-0302, Dr. Hugo Wilden. Hypervisor, could you please save this log to my secure personal terminal? Encrypted, please. Encrypt all logs and conversations until after I've had a chance to tell everyone. Of course, Dr. Wilden. Day 843. Well, it's worse than I could have believed. We tested the contaminated water for radiation, and the Geiger counter started screaming the moment we switched it on. It's in everything. Shower water, soil from the biosphere, anything we've been washing or drinking from, everything is irradiated. We can decontaminate, maybe eventually clean up the base, but it'll take time. And we don't have time. We haven't even started the rest of the tests. Who knows what else is in the water? We've switched to strictly bottled water and packaged food and put everyone on meds to reduce internal contamination. I'm moving us all into the med bay. It's been barely used, so ironically, it's the cleanest. Hopefully we can keep it that way while we get those white blood cell counts up. Full physicals next, biopsies in as many labs as I can run. I just hope it's not too late. Medbay Terminal 024, 2092-0305, Dr. Hugo Wilden. Day. Hypervisor? Day 846. Day 846. So Toon and I have run every test I can think of, and there's no getting around it. We're in very bad shape, all of us. Bone marrow destroyed. If this were a hospital, if this were a normal world, I'm sure we could use donations, reverse some of the damage, but here, alone, just the 5 of us? No. One thing is incredible, really. The only reason we've lasted this long is we're already in such a controlled and sterile environment. The smallest infection would kill us all in days. Hours, even. It's a miracle we've stayed upright, working even as long as we have. We may be able to continue for a little while before the inevitable, but we couldn't survive the launch. We wouldn't survive anything the outside world threw at us. You should sleep, Dr. Wilden. I dread breaking this to them. What a lovely note to be ending the stream on. This port links back to install. If you have any data files left unsaved, please save them to log before attempting reboot. Main Terminal 001. Mr. Sotun Far, Dr. Kaina Gatek, Miss Safi Gruger, Dr. Tomio Takahashi, Dr. Hugo Wilden. So that's it. We're on borrowed time? I'm sorry. But surely if we cleaned up the water, if we had a little time to recover, if we could contact our families, would we survive long enough to launch Taiki for them? I'm sorry, the slightest infection, the slightest injury would kill us immediately. We can try, if that's what we decide to do, but in truth it would arrive here just to watch us die. If we send for our families with no plan to get them out of here safely, they'll be trapped here just like we were. Or worse, the dragonflies would find this place and kill anyone still inside. I wouldn't do that to my worst enemy. It was always an extreme long shot that any of this would work. Planned to launch Taiki, to be the first humans to colonize a new world. It was always a coin flip. We would draw dangerous attention, or we would manage to save a few dozen people. Without the reward, taking the risk makes no sense. So what, we just give up? If we can't use the technology here for the betterment of humanity, then I would like to secure it for a future generation. What good will that do? We have much equipment here that could be used to rebuild in the right hands. The Biosphere, the terraforming tech, the ships. If the world were no longer at war, there's so much good that could be done with this place. I like that. Lock the place up so tight neither side will ever find it. More likely it'll be found and turned into a military base. Maybe, but Tomio is right. If we can't do much good with it, maybe someone else can. We could leave instructions even, if we last that long. We may be able to keep going by ourselves for a while, if we clean the water and if no one is injured. And when it's time, I can make us comfortable if that's what we decide. Our fate is sealed, but we can still go out on our own terms. Yeah. Well, we can officially end rationing. I vote we throw ourselves a little party and break out whatever is left of the good booze. Sure, I've always wanted to attend my own wake. Ah, what a lovely end of the stream. Everyone's dying and there's no way to fix it. I could go ahead and actually just finish it tonight, because the last thing is just the ultimate boss battle. Been an hour and 10 minutes. Boss battle. Screw it. We'll go for it. Go ahead and actually finish the game tonight. Go ahead and make a backup real quick to force a save. Go dive back into the initial area and just double check there's nothing missing there. I don't think there is. It looks like I have everything, but I might as well. Apparently don't go that direction. There shouldn't be anything around outside of here. Looks like it is actually all clear then. Because, all found, all found, all found, all found, all found. I'm missing one fragment. I am missing a thing. Do trying to think of even how to actually look this thing up. Probably in green, honestly. That's a solid one. Yes, yes. So I will do the boss next time, but I want to try and collect everything before I actually shut it down. I might do the boss tonight, but I probably will even. Depends on how long it takes to find this last missing piece. Lego box. I could see it being somewhere up there in that, like, far off tower I couldn't grab before. Or on top of something here in green. Because I never came back to finish green, I think, when I realized I couldn't grab something. Hmm. Again and again, guys, you'll have ghastly screams that run for dreams. Ooh, spicy leg. It did not like that. Not one bit. Underneath something? Maybe it's not in green. Um, yes. Seizure inducing. Okay. Those just go all the way up the roof. Try not to go past an hour and a half, so apparently we'll be doing the boss fight tomorrow. Or on Saturday, I mean. My goodness. Check red again, I guess. It could be in blue. So try yellow. Maybe somewhere underneath on the yellow thing. It was so hard to navigate. Maybe not. Okay. Not over there. Maybe on the left one? Okay, I need to double check something. Surely it's not that hard to find. Um, proposed OKT entrance and user. That doesn't look right. Yes, yes, objective completed. Apparently it is actually in user, not in OKT. Supposedly nearby this gate. That's my only hint I can actually find is close to gate is fragment 3. Something about a ledge, maybe? Oh, hello. Oops. Too far. There we go. Hypervisor User Manual. Feature: the ideal workmate. Hypervisor is a perfect choice for large-scale workforces as it will fill the role of supervisor, colleague, or assistant to each individual as needed. Hypervisor doesn't take breaks, so it'll always be watching day or night. Hypervisor should be used as part of a healthy work-life balance. We do not recommend Hypervisor as a replacement for a human friend, partner, or therapist. For some reason with an E on note. So it should be not, but it is not. It is not. Ho ho ho. Anyway. That's all fragments. Oop. And all live data. And all core memories. Okay. Can I beat the boss in 5 minutes? Probably. You know what? We'll just beat the boss tonight. Tonight will be the finale. This port links to the AI core. Accessing the AI core will allow you to repair individual memory banks using recovered data, presumably. Please complete all necessary repairs before attempting a reboot. Well. Mosquito. Joy. Go for it. Into the light. But not too close to the light, because I just incinerate if I get too close. Hello, big spider. AI core. Spiky spider. When you've done everything you can to repair the system, get to the core. Your code will replace the damaged kernel, restoring function and forcing the mainframe to reboot. Objective: restore missing files and reboot AI core. This rule must be removed, but it will be replaced with another, where you must lose before this rule can be challenged, another. This rule must be removed, but it will be replaced with another, where a singular action may be taken for its effect to work, another. This rule must be removed, but it will be replaced with another, where it is impossible to return to the main, another. A new rule must be created to take this one out. Button. Restore user central exchange and AI core files using recovered memories. Upload data. Data uploaded. Rebooting. User 6 out of 6. Reassessing. Restore ICO Biosphere files using recovered memories. Data processing. Data uploaded. Rebooting. ICO Biosphere files restored. AI core memories uploaded. 17 out of 50. ICO Biofiles restored. Biosphere files restored. AI core memories uploaded. 17 out of 50. Attacking me. I'm missing. Restore OKT mission control files using recovered memories. Data processing. Data uploaded. Rebooting. OKT mission control files restored. AI core memories uploaded. 27 out of 50. OKT mission control files restored. AI core memories uploaded. 27 out of 50. Big laser. Green. Restore hex data processing files using recovered memories. Data processing. Data uploaded. Rebooting. Hex data processing files restored. AI core memories uploaded. 38 out of 50. Shooting at me, please let me move. Hex data processing files restored. AI core memories uploaded. 38 out of 50. Just let me move, thank you. Restore TET security system files using recovered memories. Data processing. Data uploaded. Rebooting. AI core memory. User and AI core memory files restored. All AI core memories uploaded. 50 out of 50. User and AI core files restored. AI core memories uploaded. 50 out of 50. No touchy, apparently. I'm supposed to shoot sides? I can do that too, see? No, that seems to actually be my intended target. Is that, or I'm supposed to be just going in the middle and this is just the antivirus itself? Yeah, I think it's just that. I've uploaded all 50. Assessing ICO, EGX, TET, OKT, user. Assessment complete. Quantum computation, online, offline, global systems restored. Data loss repaired. Mission parameters, seek harmony. Rebooting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Recompiling. Or recompiled. OS ready to boot. What do we do if this doesn't work? This whole system is degraded. There's no chance. Come on, give it a second, will ya? We shouldn't pin all our hopes on to this. I told you both. We should have. Hush, shush. Do you both hear that? The fans just came on. It's working? Yes, we did it! Hello, system. Glad to see you up and working at... Hello, system. Glad to see you up and working at last. Hello, Janus. Hypervisor? Yes. No. Not quite. I am the system. Hypervisor, program. Everything else as well. I'm Callie. Josh and Oya are here too. I can't believe it worked. What should I ask it first? The ancient all-powerful supercomputer. Do you think it makes tea, too? Star Trek. Possible. If you were to wire the pot directly into the grid, I can sketch some schematics for an automated dispenser. Holy shit. Holy shit about covers it. Hot tea on tap all the time. I heard stories of the pre-collapse world, and this is already better than I ever dreamed. I'm gonna hug you guys. I'm not even gonna resist. Wait, can you hear us? Yes, I can hear you if you speak aloud. Oh my. Hi. My name is Oya, and I'm a historian, and I'm very glad to make your acquaintance. Acquaintance. Yeah. Callie here. I can't believe this system is voice-enabled. This is crazy advanced for old tech. I don't suppose you have a copy of your own user manual. Josh, great to meet you. Can you scan the surroundings and check all life support systems? I don't know if you can see us too, but this place is on the brink of collapse, and I'd rather we not all die halfway through the pleasantries. Of course, Josh. Scanning now. Full system scan. Some systems are offline. I advise we repair those as soon as possible. However, there's nothing immediately life-threatening. That's a relief. What would you like me to do next? Secure the base? We don't know precisely what's going on outside, but we received word Aegis collapsed about a week ago, so the fighting must be getting closer. If we could discover this place, they could too, at any moment. Can we raise the shields first? We've only been able to access and fix up a small part of your hardware. I know some systems are still down, so if you direct us to where you need repairs, we're ready and able. Also, we're running low on everything. There are a ton of doors and rooms we're never able to crack. Can you open up secure areas so we can look for supplies? And you have some things here I've never seen before. It's not the most important thing, but I have questions. I will now create and execute a task list to deal with these requests. Please hold. I can't believe it. You guys did it. You really did it. Not quite as dumb as I look after all. Cut, print, frame it. This makes top 5 best moments of my hacking life easy. Now that we're up and running, we'll have to get a few more interfaces set up in here. Anyone got a pen? There's so much to think about. We're about to invent techno-archaeology. Task list created. First, I will neutralize all immediate threats. That sounds ominous. What are you doing? Not connect to the enclaves. If they see the slightest ping, they'll be all over this place. We're as good as dead. Connecting. Access granted. Please do not panic. I am installing myself on all systems within range. Once installed, I can disable all weapons dependent on those systems at the same moment. Effectively ending the war. Holy shit. You can do that? Installation complete. Resetting admin codes. Access granted. File incoming. Installing. Installation complete. Transferring full control to user Janus. It is done. Can you hear that? The rumbling, it's gone silent? Well, damn. I can't believe it. It's really safe? If there's any survivors, we could take them in. We could remake something out of this place. The floor plans say there's a medical bay. There's space for workshops, gardens. Could we really do it? We could house hundreds. Thousands. Would you like me to add expansion and quality of life improvements to the task list? Yes please? I will generate initial projections for several possible courses of action. Determining global ecological conditions. When I was built, the Earth was close to breaking point. I can see that point is now long past. Seventh Sun was designed as a self-sufficient interstellar colonization program, designed to get humans safely to a new world. All systems installed were the top tech available at the time. This base is in severe disrepair, but I have the original plans stored and much may be salvageable. Clean air ideal projections. Beginning orbital scan. At the time I was shut off, at least one interstellar ship was almost ready to launch, prepared for a crew of 6. Depending on if the tech and supplies remain intact, you may have options before you. Did you just say interstellar ship? I will create a full report for you, but would you like to hear my personal suggestion? Sure? Absolutely, please go ahead. This base is made to house a large population and would be impossible to run with only 3 individuals. Future plans will be easier to execute with a larger crew and more robust system. Also, humans are chaotic and irrational. No long-term plan I could generate currently has greater than 50% success rate. I will need to gain a greater understanding of human nature if you are to succeed. Therefore, I propose you should set up here, take in survivors and rebuild, reseed, regrow. My one request is that any choosing to live here must do so peacefully. We can do that. And we can recruit folk willing to live by those terms. Thank you, this is incredible. Thank you. Generating SSIICP base map. Encrypting secure keys. Individual door keys generated. Welcome home, Janus. Perhaps Janus. Recompile. Pretty much illegible credits because they're so far away. I'll go see ankle. I thought it's going to be completely illegible on like the recording and all that. None of that's going to be visible at all. I can barely read it on my screen. There we go. One totally complete recompile. I found this pretty fun. I'm glad to have gotten to share this with anyone who decides to watch all these. This is a very fun game for all that it is really not super replayable. This has been Faceless Esper with the finale of Recompile. Have a good night, everybody.